everybody should have guns. Why should just some people have guns? You can't take all the guns out of the world, so everybody should have one.
My name is Liam Doherty, and I've been in Humboldt County for 6.5 years. Been a registering gun owner since I turned 18.
My name's Hunter, and I've been in Humboldt County for 3 years. Mostly down in southern Humboldt, Maravelias, Maris Flat area.
Alexis Pritchard, and I live in McKinleyville. I graduated in spring of 2017 with a bachelor's in sociology.
You know, I would consider myself an advocate for gun ownership for those that feel that they're up to the responsibility of owning a gun and can carry it out, basically. And I feel that all people should try to kind of bring themselves to that point, because it's a sense of responsibility that I feel like we should kind of all uphold.
If I were president of the United States, I would take everyone's guns away, but I'm not. And I feel that guns definitely need to have a lot of regulations put onto them. I believe that the root of the problem comes with the NRA.
I don't think everyone should carry a gun. No. I don't think it should be something that should be flooding our society. I think it should be something that is respected and practiced and maintained, and not. I don't think it's something that should be feared. I think it's something that is often feared, and that it is demonized due to the harmful things that guns can cause, because they're tools, and tools can be used to do many things.
I just believe that the NRA has a lot of blame on this whole issue, and you can't blame it, on mental illness. You can't blame it on this. You can't blame it on that. You have to go to the root of the issue, which is the NRA, which is paying these politicians off to keep their guns on the surface and keep their guns in people's hands. And some people's hands are fine to have them in, but not everybody.
To say there's a lot of stolen guns around Humboldt County, it seems to be.
And more of the liberal and progressive population, as some may call it. Most of the rest of the county being, from the logging culture which dominated the county for so long, are still of the conservative or Republican sort of background, as some may call it. So that actually dominates the county, and living in the rural area, as many people still do in this county, a lot of them like to hunt and carry guns, even just to protect themselves against wildlife like bears, mountain lions.
Arcata is a bubble. Even compared to McKinleyville, Arcata is a bubble that is not, like, we have our little circle there in Arcata that's just so, like, anti, like, no guns, no this, no that. But outside of it, with the pot culture and stuff and all the weed and everything, there are growers that believe they need to have guns in order to protect their gardens from whether that be other deer trying to come do it, or people trying to rob them, and this and that. So I believe that the gun culture in Humboldt County is very diverse, in that we have one city specifically that has completely different ideals than the rest of the county as a whole.
The culture is definitely still there. If you go to Rio Del, there's an excellent gun shop there. You go to Eureka, there's guns all over the place in the shops. Arcade is the only place you don't see it, actually. I think something should be done. I think it's a very tricky thing as to what should be done, as due to the fact that on this matter, I think opinions are usually pretty divided. But did they come backwards, actually? I think the waiting period should be longer for when you can buy a gun. I think it should be a month instead of 10 days. Right now, you can purchase a gun and you have to wait 10 days until you pick it up. And that's sort of designed to be like a thinking about it time. If you're thinking about killing someone or something like that, or doing a mass shooting, it's like a time to think about it and come to reasoning with it. I mean, 10 days... like, give it a month,
Well, people get them from other states where they're not quite as illegal, and they bring them on over and sell them. A lot of people make them. Well, they machine out firearms. You can get gun machinists. They do it in their basement.
It shouldn't be that easy to obtain something that could kill somebody, and I just don't see where they get off.